Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Come on, bro. What you waiting for? What you waiting for, bro?
Chilling, man. Just chilling. I'm letting the suspense build, you know? You kind of ruined that by talking, but you know. What if there was suspense to build? We've robbed the YouTubers, the YouTube comments of their opportunity to say Mike muted on a YouTube video, so it's real sad. Company of Heroes 2 is the name of the game that we are casting today. miragefla as our OKW.
And LimaOscarMike. I was just thinking if that meant anything weird in the phonetic language, it just means LOM. L-O-M, so that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't really know military language that well. So
Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Gamma.
No, I know the military language. I don't know if that means anything.
LOM.
Oh, like you know, Oscar Mike, like on the move.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
true,
stuff like
true.
that. So I don't know what the equivalent of LimaOscarMike. Maybe that does mean something. I'm really not sure. So no, bro, I know that alphabet. Was it called phonetic alphabet or
phonetic?
Phonetic alphabet. Yeah.
I love this.
did security. So
I was gonna say I love this capping order, but he's actually capping in the south rather than here. So, bro, your munis point are not connected. Please connect. Oh, he's gonna take some damage there from the Volks as well. He can actually fight this here. That's fine.
Yeah, should be okay.
Maybe not if he gets behind.
Not behind the heavy cover though.
Good
So
reposition. See, he didn't take any damage there once they got behind the cover. But does he not know this is not connected? Because he's wasted probably about 10 munitions that he could have got. Even if you get the VP also connects this munitions point.
Watch. He's on plus 16 right now. We're waiting. Yeah, the capping order is super weird. LimaOscarMike also sets up for a play down south, but isn't going to find it because of Strong Pioneers and Vols.
Whereas
fine.
miragefla's had munis and his fuel point. And just more strap points too. So he's actually doing a lot better in the income department. Also shout out to miragefla, one of the guys working on the December balance preview. The amount of changes in the patch is just massive, and it's getting bigger and bigger every update. So I definitely appreciate all the time and effort these guys are putting into this patch.
Yeah, absolutely. Just gives us some gotta love fresh casts, seeing fresh strategies. It's just nice to not have a stale game.
And just the optimism that people have, knowing that the game is still being updated, even though this patch I suspect will be the last one. It's still like it really shakes up the meta, and that's sort of the thing, right? Is CoH2 was getting very stale, and now that there's so many changes, it's really shaking things up.
Oh, you see, cool. It's been a while.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere near these Storm Pioneers.
Nope, they'll shred.
So I like how he's just keeping his distance.
Yeah, it's good.
Especially you don't have that. Oh no, never mind. It used to be that one. That was ages ago.
This is a good fight for the UC. Keeps firing. Man, I'd hire that machine gunner on the UC. Look at this. Firing through heavy cover like that. Genius. Such physics. Gotta love it. miragefla much better capping order. It's like LimaOscarMike watched a video on how to do the munitions capping order on Kolodny, or like literally any of our videos, because like it's the standard capping order, and then just kind of somehow screwed it. Oh, the sneaky Shrek!
Well, does it count as being sneaky if he doesn't actually fire it because he wasn't within range?
No.
And he's pretty low, so he could even drop models if he's chasing this.
Yeah.
I guess behind the cover though. Bro.
You see, bro.
Oh, lucky break.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating when you're miragefla and that happens. You're like, damn it.
See, just in the next patch, just sneakily stuck in brackets.
Yeah, Shrek accuracy
Shrek
increase.
100%.
Yeah.
Just that triggered. It's levels of triggering. You gotta be pretty after like setting that up and just, especially if you were watching, because that's the kind of thing, like, even though you don't have to watch it to micro it, it's just you want to watch it. You want to watch that UC blow up because it's just so satisfying. And you see it and you watch the Shrek miss and you're like, ah, stationary target.
This is actually a pretty risky build from miragefla, only having 4 squads. going for a very quick battle group. The teching costs are expensive for OKW, so you can fall behind if you go for that truck too soon. But LimaOscarMike not really putting on any pressure, so he's able to get this flag half track out very quickly.
It's actually really good that LimaOscarMike scouted it, but unfortunately he has to reinforce. He's so low on manpower, he can't actually build a response. Ideally he was like, yay, I scouted the tier 2. And then, yeah. Does he want to see what's coming out of it? I'm guessing that's why he's not retreating. But
yeah,
it's going to cost him a squad.
It's kind of the problem with the flag half track is you can't actually scout it. You go, oh, he doesn't have a mech, therefore he won't have light vehicles. Just kidding, he has a light vehicle. It is sort of a weird sort of tech path, but either way, the Tommies survive. The flak half track definitely not as lethal as a Panzer II, but still will give him excellent map control. Can make a great push for the cutoff, and it is the Wasp. I do like this. It's just sort of unfortunate the flak half track's going to completely deny that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. LimaOscarMike must have really wanted the scout, because obviously if you don't have a squad coming out, then you know it's the flak half track, because flak half track doesn't randomly appear out of the battle group. So yeah.
Well, it is a big investment, and it is the AT gun being built.
Makes
Not going
sense.
for his AEC, which is actually a bit of a surprise.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
I like this expander. That's fine, I think. Saves up a bit of fuel. Maybe goes for like a fast medium tank for pressure there. I mean, if this expander can retain territory, that's all you really want.
Anti-tank gun and
It's actually a
crew
shoe mine
range.
that was just
Enemy
swept.
threatening a capture point.
Okay, 6 pounders on the field, and miragefla being very passive with his flak half track, not going for the cutoff when he had the chance. There was a Vickers there in position, but the flak half track ain't care no about
Enemies
your
trying to take a point from us.
Vickers. Once again, Shrek misses.
Ah, it's rough. It's 2 out of 3. It's missed so far. Pretty brutal, and this Wasp's actually getting a lot done because of it. And that squad should not have been forced off, but the fact that Shrek missed is like, oh well. Okay, so the flag half track positioning now makes sense, just denying this garrison. Retaining VP control for miragefla, but you really want resources at this stage of the game. VP is not so important as to closing out the game on resources. Six Pounder takes the first shot.
Okay, he pops the smoke. Can he fire the attack round? Nope.
Actually, flag half track a little bit too quick to zoom. Back out quite easily. Good hustle.
Lima's looking really good because this flak half track's been forced off. He didn't spend the fuel on the AEC.
I don't actually know what the interaction is with like the Wasp and the flag half track, like how quickly it kills it.
The Wasp doesn't want to be anywhere near that.
Yeah. I
Enemy
mean, yeah,
threatening
definitely.
a capture point.
Yeah, so it could be a really quick Cromwell. miragefla, he has a third squad of Volks out now. Deciding not to, actually may still even just go for a call-in. Could go some Fulshams, could go for some Fusiliers.
Potions would be cool.
Actually, it's a good map for oh no, that's elite armored, okay.
What do you think it was?
The Fortifications, I was going
Right.
to say, you know, pack can be quite nice.
Yeah.
Very aggressive positioning with this 6 pounder.
Fast model drop. Successful in the first burst from the Wasp, not the second one. The Wasp will actually be forced off, but it is now within Shrek range. Shrek death range. The Shrek couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, so... Honestly, at this point, I'd like... Once we went it back to base, I'd just like take the Shrek off the Strumpiner, but that's
Yeah.
okay, man. Like, you done well, but I'm gonna take it from here. So maybe you shouldn't be the Shrek guy for this Strumpiner squad. Just an idea.
Yeah, imagine being the Shrek guy and just messing up that bad.
Would be rough. Would be rough. Yeah, so... Early Cromwell's the only thing that makes sense for skipping the AEC. Just such a standard knee-jerk reaction to the flak half track at this point. It's just... The only thing that makes sense is an early Cromwell. Squad sizes is interesting. There's 4 squads that can benefit. It's probably worth. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, there's... Well-
cap the VP now.
He's going to emerge right next to Sturms and a flak half track, so the engineers, yeah, biting off a little bit more than they can chew. They get wiped very quickly. 6-pounder zoned away, allowing the flag half-track to stay in position. Faust connects on this universal carrier. Shrek's going to be moving in, pops the repair, so that's going to buy time for the Stern Pioneers to try and close, but instead going for the building, doesn't want to let the Vickers get in that house.
Yeah, the assumption's got to be that the UC just starts moving backwards at that point. The Stern Pioneers might not actually catch it, especially if it goes around that, like, the gap that was opened up in the forest there.
Oh, I don't know if you can pass through there with... Maybe you can.
I mean, it's a UC, can't you? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah. My initial assumption is you can, but maybe not, so... Hopefully we'll find out.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, you really?
Going back in for the burst. 6-pounder's in position. Pops the smoke. That's a really nice bait.
It's actually, yeah, and the UC will actually survive a Shrek shot, I'm pretty sure, at that health. Just, I think.
Yeah, it'd be close, but the UC does force the Shreks away, so that was a really nice play. That being said, Mirage has actually got pretty good map control back. At least for now, he has double fuel, double munitions as well.
No additional truck yet from the looks of the map. Hasn't invested in anything there. VPs, 468 from Mirage Fire compared to the 475 of LimaOscarMike. Really hasn't been a very interesting VP game. A lot of actually like neutral VPs as well. That's what really draws games out, is neutral VPs when no one's ticking.
Yeah.
Even more so than, you know, one cap. Well, or one cap versus two cap. So.
Still no commanders, but it will be the Panzer headquarters. Oh wow, this is very deep with his flags. Could go down here.
He's actually smoking forward. Oh, but he passed inside the arc of the 6-pounder. Lucky. Doesn't actually fall there. 6-pounder misses.
Okay, he's using the arty flares, or at least he's invested in them. So these have been buffed. They now fire the airburst shells, regardless of having hammer locked in. So it's significantly more powerful.
I will now perform for you my best rendition of the machine finding out about this first in-game. What? As he loses a squad or two of Grenadiers, so yeah. He was not a happy chappy, but they certainly are much better now. Obviously, the increased squad sizes will give this squad more survivability, allow it to get a better position with this flare, but not if they're just running into a squad of Strum Pioneers.
Got an aim move, folks. Bofors.
Hold on a minute.
What a mad dog.
What is this, 2016? That's
More
different.
like Proforce.
Brofor's into it. He's actually building it into an ISG as well, which is different.
Yeah, Embrace has been changed,
Yeah.
as has Stand Fast, so it is definitely weaker. That being said, the ISG also weaker. The auto attack range is lower. Barrage being unaffected, but auto attacks are going to be a bit harder to connect.
It's actually a pretty good Bofors position. I'm pretty sure it can't be siege from like the ridge line towards the munitions. Like, you know how we normally siege from that ridge line? You siege the like munitions house from the right side ridge line. Like even further to the right, like the ridge, like up there, like from the top of the ridge before the little gap was invented. That's kind of where you play ISGs and stuff like that from. Like, remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Also, wasn't that not a gap either?
Yeah.
This map had all kinds
bad,
of.
Yeah, this map was really terrible bad, and then it became pretty much the most played after it was fixed. Like, the fixes were actually fantastic.
Okay, good flank with the Stern Pioneers. That's how you do it.
Unfortunately, Shrek on these bad boys. They are unsuccessful in killing the UC, though it is now within Shrek range again, probably, maybe. We'll find out. Hard to know. Bofors, will it get anything done? That is the question. Is it even covering the munitions point? That's kind of weird if it's not.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it had vision, though. It
Yeah.
doesn't need vision, like everything else.
And that's pretty oh crap moment from Mirage Fire. You have a Bofors?
Well, it still
Yeah.
takes the time to try and decrew the 6-pounder, but could even lose the Vault Squad for his troubles. Wow, that was a late retreat there. Yeah, a little bit greedy trying to wipe that 6-pounder.
Is that the flares from LimaOscarMike?
Yeah, that's the arty flares. Wait, what? Maybe he needs the company command post to unlock the airburst shells.
Maybe.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Yeah, I'm guessing he does. So long to look behind Hammer or whatever, so.
Or maybe both Hammer and Anvil unlock it rather than the company command post.
I forget exactly, but maybe I'm thinking it's just the company command post. We'll find out, I suppose. ISG, you are in trouble.
This Wasp is doing so much work. It's a lot more effective against OKW because otherwise the 2-2 just shuts it down really easily. That, and there's also only 2 Volks, or there was 3 Volks, so you don't have as many Fausts.
Mortar Pit has such great synergy with this Bofers. As soon as the ISG tries to take out the like Bofers, the Mortar Pit comes into to action. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it has that suppressive fire.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
It's in that really annoying position behind the VP house as well, so like that's a pretty big issue.
The worst.
I hate cover where you can't like cap it.
I mean, that's obviously deliberate because
Oh, it
otherwise
is, yeah,
that would
definitely,
be
absolutely,
really OP.
yeah, it'd be busted, but yeah.
Well, it has a squad of Obers, meaning no commander lock-in is required. For the elite infantry, does open up the Sturm Tiger a bit more than otherwise, because you're not going to be losing out.
Yeah. Don't need those additional high impact squads, the Fallschirmjäger or the... Okay, here we go.
Company command post is finished.
Company command post is done now. This is what I'm interested in. Will we see some airburst shells or will we not? I'm very interested to know. Also, no weapons here for LimaOscarMike. Doesn't have a lot of munitions, especially if he plans on blowing them on this arty. Coordinated fire, how much? 45?
Yeah, it's 45.
Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap, but still no weapons. Maybe he'll only get it if he needs Piats. That's also a possibility.
Emplacement under attack.
Their sweepers on these Strumpheinies is interesting, given they, they don't have a Shrek. This certainly seems like the time to go sweep. Oh, wait, no, they do. I forget. No icon. They just put it away in their back
I
pocket.
like this. He uses the smoke, allowing him to get within range for the Incendiary and for the Shreks as well, but I think it's actually smoked too far behind him. Maybe that's just an attack ground command.
Yeah, it's an attack ground command, from the looks of things, yeah. So good play on from both of our players, in fact, but it's going to cost them the UC, and I think miragefla is going to be happy with the trade overall.
Yeah, he also did lock in the Engineer Regiment. Going to use that stand fast.
So at least the stand fast brace interaction is not nearly as powerful as it was. Because you don't heal, it does not self-repair while brace here. It even says it.
You can't combine them.
Yeah, you don't combine them, so.
Well, I think he's actually got a bit of overlap, so that's not very efficient. Because it is not repairing while it's braced, so he's just kind of wasting that timing of that ability.
Yeah, especially in this, like, he has to force off the ISG now, otherwise he's going to lose it after the brace wears out.
Yeah, and since he lost his wasp, it's going to be a lot harder to do so.
Would have actually bought the most time, would have been, waiting for the heal to go off and then bracing.
That being said, once the barrage time's off, he's going to have to move closer, or just barrage again, depending on the cooldown of it, which is available now.
Kind of adding a bit of risk reward to the ISG. You can't just barrage and then follow that up with an attack ground. You have to be a bit closer. So if you want to barrage them to attack ground, you will have to be. Wow, even the mortar pit's reaching to that point. This ISG is getting real annoyed. Yeah, here we go again. So this should be the Bofers going down. It's actually, did it get repaired?
Stand fast, I guess, just lasted longer than I thought. About 2/3 health, but yeah, it could go down. Doesn't have any... Oh, he has an engineer squad, but it's always risky repairing that. Maybe he garrisons it and goes for the suppressive fire.
Yeah. I mean, what can be worth is, like, you work out, like, where the... Like, see how it looks like the barrage is further towards the north, so you angle the engineers to, like, the south to try and avoid as many shells as possible. But, I mean, scatter can still get you.
Yeah, I mean, at least the third man's pretty spread out. So he doesn't stand too much risk of getting one shot. It's only really when they're all clumped up that you get one shot. Well, that's the, I don't know where this is going with this, the arty flares again. Okay, so it's no airburst. Not yet.
Doesn't look like it, okay.
Yeah, she got decrewed there by the mortar. Now, he can fire against the P4, but it won't be too effective.
The hidden 6-pounder, it's like, no, it's the Bofers doing the damage. Keep 1v1ing it. Oh, suppressor fire. There we go.
Yeah, I think he's slightly out of range for his auto attacks.
Got a fair bit of damage down. He's going to keep firing as well. And this ability was triggering back in the day.
I guess the sight bonus is actually really good for it, but the rotation rate not so much. Whoa, this mortar pit's getting caught.
Where's the follow-up? What's the plan here from miragefla? They're actually going to win this fight.
Whoa, this P4 went down. The Firefly showed up and finished it off.
Shrek's going to be on the chase, but probably going to get one more Shrek off. This mortar pit's still taking damage. It actually forces the brace. Wow. Ober's in a Strum Pioneers actually force a brace from the mortar pit. That's cool.
This Firefly is still near the Shreks.
I'm going to fire that Shrek guy.
Also, a squad of Tommies went down there as well, so
Yeah.
LimaOscarMike not having a lot of squads,
He's
but the
very
pop cap's
low
actually the
squads.
same, 48 for 48.
Yeah. Given miragefla lost that Panzer IV, dropped it down a bit.
Ooh, nice suppressive fire. Maybe he had targeted the building just in case the Obers were inside the building, because he wouldn't have been within range of the mortar. It was just too close to it.
Yeah, especially if they went for the like garrison to back evac play, like which is actually quite common in that situation. So nice attempt from LimaOscarMike. Saw what he was going for. Salvage the tank. Get a heap of fuel back. All right. Has the ISG been recruited? No.
Yeah, it hasn't yet, and it is miragefla going for a Jagdpanzer IV, which I guess he just wants to be able to outrange the mortar pit and the Bofors and just take them out very quickly.
Does he kill it here with double Incendy?
He's got brace again. Oh, but very late with the brace. Probably too late now.
Wow. That wasn't double Incendy, that was just one Incendy.
Yeah.
That's weird. And miragefla had the munitions for it as well, that's odd.
Well, I guess he wanted to time off the brace. He wants to wait until the brace is down.
Yeah.
And then he throws another Incendy, but
But I mean, it would have come off cooldown again by the time the brace wears off. Like the Incendy.
yeah, because it's not that long, is
Yeah.
it?
It's not a very
you're
long
right.
cooldown. Oh, close enough to. Alright, so now he gets it with the Incendy from this. Well, so he might not even bother with it. He might just kill it.
It is being repaired though, so it's probably gonna have to. Oh wow!
no!
He's pinned. The pin prevents the grenade.
Fantastic suppressive fire from LimaOscarMike. I could actually save this one. That the
No,
MG is going to be
never mind.
firing.
Didn't last because nothing was firing at the Volk, so it timed off very quickly. There's also the MG there as well. Could even pop the AP ammo, but it doesn't need to. There it is.
miragefla is just like playing very close to the vest with his munitions. Hey, just could have guaranteed the way. He's just like, no, man, I got it. I can take it out. I know what I'm doing. Are you sure, miragefla? He's like, yeah, I got it.
The problem that LimaOscarMike has is he hasn't had munitions really for a while, so he doesn't have that munitions banked up, doesn't have any tulips available, doesn't even have the upgrade, and the Firefly is very dependent on that, especially on a map like this. He does have a splendid Cromwell, but there's already that Jagdpanzer, there's already a Shrek. No Raketten though, but Firefly and a Cromwell, this Jagdpanzer can just get focused down, but oh, not targeting that, auto-rotates and goes for the Flag Hard Track instead.
Raketten makes the most sense to me here. miragefla has 750 manpower banked up. We've seen the Cromwell show up. Now the Jagdpanzer is in a little bit of danger. Going for a bit of supporting AT makes a lot of sense to me. The reason he has so much manpower banked up, he really doesn't need any more infantry, and he hasn't locked in a commander, so there's no specialist way of investing that manpower at this stage. I would like to see a Raketten.
Yeah, no caches as the option. Always makes me a little bit sad.
Caches are great. Such a cool idea, and I don't really understand why that wasn't implemented into Western Front armies.
Well, US have it. The
Right.
caches. It's just
Right,
OKW.
that's true. Yeah, and all yeah, into all of Western Front armies. I
New
think.
machine gun crew, ready and waiting.
I mean, Brit caches, so the dream.
Dude, I'm surprised Brit caches don't cost half the price or something like that. Okay, 6 pounders in position.
surprised Brits don't have cancelable trenches, but you know, it's just me, so. Actually another squad of Strums here from miragefla, so what's the tank he's looking to get? I mean, what options do you have commander-wise? You can go Sturmtiger.
Three Sturm Pioneers.
So you can go Sturmtiger here. Anything else? What else does he have on these commanders? Like, just Sturm... Oh yeah, Jagdtiger, not a map. Jagdtiger. Unless he just mass repairs it. three Sturm Pioneers repairing at once.
Wow, once again, LimaOscarMike not attack moving his Tommies. Oh man, he shouldn't be losing these fights, but just running through infantry like that.
We have 300 points remaining.
Finally, we said the recap onto this ISG about 5 minutes after the wipe happened.
Yeah, LimaOscarMike not having many squads, and he can't get any commanders or anything on his commander. Pretty far off getting his AVRE, but he has a pretty good mix. A Cromwell,
Yeah.
Firefly, a Bofors. All he needs really is to start trying to wipe squads, and the AVRE is going to be perfect for that.
Definitely will be. If he had more squads, I'd say he'd be in an awesome position. At the moment, he's only in an okay one. miragefla, I would like a Sturmtiger, maybe Raketten support. Just stop
Oh, I love
any
that.
dives would be
That.
cool.
Cheeky nade over the hedge. Other than that, miragefla, he's also in a great position, the fact that there's no Brens on these Tommies. So even though the Tommy's a vet 3, they won't be trading that effectively.
There's nothing I hate more than Oba MG interaction.
What, the fact that they can attack move, or the fire on the move, or the fact that they can 1v1 HMGs?
Like either, whatever, man. Like pick your poison at this point. But the Oba's just woke up, drop the gunner, drop the gunner, drop the gunner, drop the gunner, and the MG just gets wiped without any suppression onto the Obas.
Ouch. Loses the Tommy squad as well. It's actually salvaging
the Vickers.
I mean, look at his pop cap though. I think that's a great decision. Not really worth capturing that at this point. That being said, the Jagdpanzer's caught out of position. Yeah, there's no Raketten, as you say. He would cop a Faust for his troubles, but it doesn't matter if there's no AT. Another Faust. It could actually go down in the end, but the Flak Half Track running for his life as well. Pops the smoke. Firefly, though, doesn't have to worry about the Faust because they already were used. Attacks through the smoke. Down goes the Flak Half Track.
miragefla deserved to lose that 100%. So close. Another Faust. One more Faust.
The ISG almost killed that, but no. Chains his Faust. Fortunately, Faust cost 25 munitions, so he didn't drain all his munitions there, as he would have had they still been 35.
25 munitions, the dream. That has been the OKW dream for so long. So Cromwell goes down, but that's a worthwhile trade against the Jagdpanzer 4. miragefla deserved to lose that, floating 800 manpower without a Raketten.
Hey.
Sturmtiger time. But without the Jagdpanzer support now, it's just I would have said yes to the Sturmtiger had you had Jagdpanzer Raketten support, which is no longer there. So.
Yeah, if he had a cloaked Raketten, like how differently would that have gone?
Yeah, so differently.
The Cromwell would have just died. The Jagdpanzer
might have gotten out.
But the Flak Half Track definitely would have at least, and he
the
wouldn't have
Flak
had to
Half
blow
Track
through 100 munitions, which then I guess he doesn't have a lot of great abilities. The heat rounds are great if you have like a P4 or a Jagdpanzer 4. Other than that, emergency repairs is awful. Now this is really good, the signal relay. That's a good way to spend munis.
Yeah.
The commander as well is like decent, I suppose, against something like this.
Brace.
It's already on cooldown.
Brace.
He must have
it was,
moved it elsewhere. Doesn't even one-shot it though.
I have to say that's probably one of my favorite sound effects in the game is the ear-ringing silence that happens after the Sturmtiger shot. I'm a really big fan.
Well, I like it because there's no way they could have done an actual sound effect that does it justice. So by doing that sort of ringing thing, yeah, you know what I mean.
Kill the Bofors.
Yeah, there's just so many squads here. He should better, unless he
into the breach. I think at this point the Bofors should have like switched targeting to like the squads that are in front of him. But
that elevation, that Bofors did
Bofors,
nothing. That was weird, but he wanted to focus the Shreks down because that's what's doing the most of the damage there.
Yeah, and it made sense, but I think at that point he just should have, when he realized like the burst wasn't working because of elevation, he should have switched targets. But...
Ooh.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Ouch. Wipe for wipe. You have a Some Tiga, I have an aviary friend. Have fun with that. And Miragefla's gonna have fun with the repairs. He still has 2 squads remaining after that. That Strum Pioneer squad wasn't really a key part of his unit composition.
Now he builds a Raketin, as there's an aviary on the field.
A capture point is being overrun.
Yeah, that's kind of weird as well. I guess he's still a little while off another Jagdtiger, or like... yeah, I mean... I guess Jagdtiger... Oh, sorry, Panzer... Tanks, German words.
We're losing a
Thing,
capture point.
tank destroyer.
Kubelwagen.
Yes, Kubelwagen, exactly. He's a little bit of fuel off his Kubelwagen at this stage, so going for the Raketin is a solid move. I certainly get that, so good stuff from Miragefla building that one. Will give at least a little bit of safety while the Panzer IV is reloading its shell, so should be good.
Emplacements are ready to stand fast.
While the what's reloading its shell?
Panzer IV, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it gonna go for? I mean, I think it makes the most sense, but I mean, just look at LimaOscarMike's
Oh,
squads.
this is so deep. He's lucky there's no tulips here. Otherwise, that would be a dead Firefly, 100%.
Oh, this is so BM.
I think they both bounced there.
Yeah, nothing worse than that bounce.
Now, he needs to finish off this AT gun with the,
Shrek.
Wait, what? That AVO did nothing. What the hell?
What the hell happened?
You saw that, right? They just...
Yeah. I don't know
He
what
definitely
that was.
should ignore that aviary and just go for
Just
this.
go for the, yeah. Did he notice that it wasn't wiped? I would have been pretty focused on getting my Sturmtiger the hell out of there.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to wipe an AT gun with like anything when it's crude. So, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty nice mine, though, because that's at a really unexpected spot, and it's pretty deep as well.
Damned enemies
Yeah.
trying to take a point
This
from
is a really bad spot to be in. Low on squads, and there's a Sturmtiger on the field.
Yeah.
It's just... Because at that point, pretty much once the Sturmtiger or like the aviary gets on the field, you just start trading squads 1 for 1. Like, every time you have enough manpower for a squad, you lose another squad, and then you just stay at that amount of squads for the rest of the game, assuming you don't lose more to just regular
Oh
play.
man, firing over the. Actually,
Oh no.
Unintentional. Well, it didn't retreat knowing the aviary was there. Retreated because he had 1 model left. So.
It's unfortunate. Maybe the infantry section should have changed target, like to
Yeah.
bait them into staying. Haha, he's changed
Or
target.
just like
Yeah.
move around, so, or like throw a grenade in the wrong spot. Just something stupid to try and make him stay in the fight.
Maybe it's intentional that Miragefla's left the AT gun alive. It's just like trying to bait him into burning manpower, recapping it, and then Sturmtiger walks up and wipes it again. Genius.
Man, that aviary is ridiculous though.
Yeah,
you can
it's pretty
move
nuts.
while reloading. It's a pretty short reload time. Yeah, it's gonna hit that mine though, but there's.
Sweep is revealing it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it is now.
Yeah, well, it was. Yeah, I mean, it looks real.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
revealed animation.
Wow.
Yeah, so. Oh!
That recloaked, right? Like just then it
'cause
recloaked.
They retreated. The engineers retreated, and I think they pulled them out of range or
Yeah.
something. So, yeah,
Is he gonna just actually attack the mine?
maybe. I mean, it's pretty short reload time. Probably be worth. I mean, he doesn't have another way to clear it at the moment, so maybe he does.
Firefly could maybe have a go.
Uh-huh.
He's looking for the King Tiger.
Interesting.
Or maybe
There's
he
no
just
reason why
wants.
not, like-
Maybe he just wants more repairs that can't get one shot by the aviary.
That's also possible. But
Yeah, Mad Dog.
stuff.
Now, LimaOscarMike, I'd love to see him go for his tulips. He has some abilities, but these abilities aren't that good,
Yeah.
even despite the buff to this mortar
Tul-
support,
Tulips would be the way to go.
especially against the.
Yeah,
the
like the
Sturmtiger.
Sturmtiger, look at this, double 6 powder, definitely go tulips, like 100%. There's so much potential for this Sturmtiger to just die, and then Miragefla's in an awful position
Yeah.
because he's trying to go for King Tiger. Like if he loses like the Sturmtiger now, like after having put down the tier 2, then he's in like some serious.
That being said, LimaOscarMike only has 111 VPs left, so he doesn't have forever. He has to make something happen.
Going for the MG here would make more sense to me. That'll
Wow.
work. Nice shot. Gonna get wiped. Double wipe as well. Sturmtiger's going in. Where are the chillers? Where are the 6
Oh,
pounders?
man.
What's going on?
This is the perfect spot for him. Okay, he's gonna fight the Vickers, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't actually wipe a squad. He can just recrew that Vickers.
No tulips.
There is one Trek, so he can't exactly chase this one. I'm sure the Raketen's not far off as well.
Literally, like, where... Oh, wait, okay, no. I was looking at the wrong thing when I said double six pounder. I was looking at Mirage Fly's double Raketen.
Oh, okay.
Is what I was actually looking at. So that was my mistake. It's just, yeah, I was looking at the wrong... Actually, I'm like, right. There are no six pounders there. My mistake. But still, where are the tulips at?
Yeah, there was one, and he would have... He may have killed it, or at least he would have got it very low.
Yeah, I reckon almost guaranteed. I mean, think, the tulips hit, that does damage, extra, like 2 6-pounder shots hit, and another shot from the Firefly, that definitely would have killed the Sturmtiger.
Ouch. Especially if you combo the tulips with the AVRE, so that's gonna be nasty.
Bray gets another shot off after whacking the Sturms.
Now, recurring this Raketen would be a huge win for LimaOscarMike. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to.
He's going to have to destroy it. It's just he's not in a position to cap at this point. He can barely reinforce the squads that he has at the moment. Just playing around this AVRE makes so much sense. He needs to make sure it's repaired as well. Like the Royal Engineers are on top of it, getting repairs down. Hopefully they don't go down to the Vols. If the Vols retarget, this could be brutal. Really can't afford to lose these Engineers.
I wonder if he can wipe with the Incendiary. I'm guessing he can't, the AT gun. But the Raketen, in this case, is probably better than a 6-pounder just because of the Sturmtiger. You want to have that thing cloaked. You don't want the Sturmtiger to know where your AT gun is. And likewise for the AVRE. The only time that I would rather a Raketen over a 6-pounder. Puma.
Wow. What? Such a weird build from miragefla. So I really want to, like, I mean, like, it's 52 VPs now for LimaOscarMike. Why not just really spend your fuel? Like, what's the point going for a King Tiger now?
Now, you would think the Puma's good versus the Centaur, but it actually isn't.
Not.
The Centaur just penetrates and just kills it really quickly. I think it's actually a clever choice, though. I love that Centaur.
Yeah, I really hope LimaOscarMike can actually stay in this game. He's at a point where he could do something, but... I want to get penetrated by that ISG. Smart move, AVRE. Those things are deadly.
Okay, he's gonna get this bottom VP, and he only has 2 squads.
That's a problem.
He does have the vehicle repairs. He's using that now. 40 munitions. That is so cheap. I don't know why it got reduced that much. And now I think he wants to cap the north because he's worried the Sturmtiger is gonna one-shot him in the middle. I'm guessing that's why he's not going for the middle, despite it being closer.
Makes sense. Putting a squad in a Centaur is really smart as well. It's like, what's miragefla gonna do about it? This current unit composition, like, how does he deal with a Centaur and a squad? There's no way he can deal with it. It's actually really intelligent. So he's going to stall out on the top VP, but he probably needed to do it a little while ago. Down to 15 VPs, like, if he loses an engagement, he loses the entire game, but...
Wait, what? Why didn't it... It didn't repair the shirt. Is it like a single target now? I'm confused.
I don't know. I think it's just like I think it is a single vehicle.
Okay, well, they didn't change the tooltip. Anyway, yeah, the Puma's going to be 1v1ing this Centaur, and this is not a fair fight. Short of the Raketen.
Oh, gets the road, though.
Oh, behind the house, too. Raketen's going to be opening up. Nice. He's not moving. He's going for the kill?
Try and 1v1 this. That's a
oh
mistake.
My god.
That's definitely a mistake.
Well, maybe not. Negative cover now.
Oh, he's going to fire through the smoke. So smart.
Attack round, good response. The AVRE missed the Obers. Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him for trying when he had 10 VPs left. Because that would have been a good wipe.
The Sturmtiger is going to get this shot.
Yeah. The AVRE has to be careful with how he backs off. But the AVRE is reloading. The Firefly's opening up as well. Still no tulips. He has to be careful. He doesn't get one shot. Maybe he actually survives this though. I think perhaps has been changed. Yeah, it's been changed. Doesn't get like a one shot anymore.
Crew shot though.
But the Shrek's there, so it doesn't matter. It goes down. It's abandoned.
Nice. Abandoned goes in. Quick, snare him. Snare him in 50 sections.
Okay, he's gonna retreat wipe here with the AVRE. Maybe he's gonna be out of range.
Maybe he does, but
he's going for it. No, there's too spread out. Look at that.
Not worth it.
Cancels it.
Goes for the Obers, which insta retreat. That's a really good move from miragefla. That smoke was actually cool because the one he did with the Raketen, he smoked as the Raketen shot went off, and then immediately microed the Raketen to get the attack round. So he forced
another Puma.
LimaOscarMike in.
There's actually no other vehicles. This Puma's perfect. I love this now because Avery can't do anything. As long as he keeps moving, and you know it's not easy to hit this. Yeah, that's great. I guess he built the Puma last time before he even knew the Centaurs on the field. Nice, well played.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, LimaOscarMike had no squad, so he couldn't take advantage of wiping Mirage Flowers and get any map control out of it. It's just, he couldn't cap anything. When you have 3 squads, it's like, yes, I found a wipe. I'll go stay exactly where I am and reload my AVRE because I have 3 squads.
Also, haters can no longer hate because I got the tooltips thing on now.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I love how they lowered the veterancy requirements for the student ticket because it used to be ridiculous. You used to get like 50 kills and it would only be vet 1. Now it's like vet 2.5 and it didn't even... I guess you got a full shot off on the Firefly, so it's still pretty high requirements, but this actually got something there, vet 2. So yeah, GG, well played. miragefla definitely outplaying his opponent here. I feel like LimaOscarMike not playing a great game of Company of Heroes 2.
Not amazing. No.
Not amazing.
AVRE micro is really good to a point. But,
Look, mummy, no hands.
And I did like the Bofors mortar pit. It ended up panning out. miragefla actually dealt with it really well. It was just everything that LimaOscarMike put out, miragefla just managed to deal with it, which is not surprising. miragefla's a great player, so yeah. GG. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
He's telekinetically microing his rifle, so. Bye, guys.
How sick do these two look? Like, that guy looks like a mad dog and he's like crouching, and this guy's like, murder! I'm helping.
I'm helping.